Hi, I'm Blisy. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy. This video is made possible thanks to sponsors and donators like you. Thank you guys so much. So I couldn't get an RNG video done, so I found my old Platinum save file backed up somewhere, and it still had a battle video on it, so unfortunately it's a battle video with this really lame stall team I had, but I think it will be pretty funny. I have no idea who this guy is. His name was Skylar. I had no idea. No clue. But he's probably from the old Poke Central chat or from Smogon, because those are basically the only places I found my battles. My username on YouTube then was Disasterpiece, so if you are Skylar and you know who, if you remember Disasterpiece, that's where this battle's from. So something weird to explain is if you didn't play in Gen 4, my Rotom is named Rotom C for Rotom Cut, so the grass that's got Leaf Storm. It could not be used on Wi-Fi back then, actually, so you had to use a cheat code. So I'd literally have to play with an action replay in my DS to be able to use this thing on Wi-Fi. He was my dual screener. I don't think he had Light Clay. No, he didn't. So yeah, he was my dual screener. And all the Rotom forms at the time had the same type. They were all this Ghost Electric. So the form you picked was basically whichever move you wanted to have. And I just thought that, I don't know why I thought Leaf Storm was the best option. So, but that's what I did. This dude's just letting his Bronzong die. I don't know why. Bronzong was like a pretty important guy back then. Garchomp was banned by the time this battle started. He was banned right before Platinum came out, I think. So I don't know why this guy's letting his Bronzong die. This thing was like really good back in like past Gen 4, so I don't know. He just lets it die. My light screen wears off. It wasn't even useful. I don't think that thing had a special attack. He goes into TYRANITAR, and I think he was threatening Pursuit, maybe, is what, but I stay in Leaf Storm, it doesn't die, and he just DDs. It's like, okay, well, DD T-Tar wasn't too common back then, if I remember. It was a lot of banned T-Tar. I get out free, though, because DD wouldn't typically carry Pursuit, I don't think, so I was pretty safe then. I'm going to Hips Don't Lie, one of my favorite nicknames I ever came up with. Also, I like that song. I mean, Hippowdon's so bulky, there's like, this thing can't do anything to me, and Hippowdon's also kind of like, does a lot of damage, so that's fine too. So I kill a T-Tar. It's just kind of like, my team doesn't, all of the Pokemon on it have some offensive presence, but don't, like, they can't, not all of them, obviously. Blisy has also thought this name was very funny, but also this, Blisy obviously doesn't have much offensive presence. It can. I like no modern day Blitzys, like a lot of Calm Mind using, but that's not what this is. It was just the bog standard. It was a Cleric. I actually believe I have Heal Bell on it. I'm gonna go S-Toss on this GYARADOS here, just because like the Zapdos couldn't do anything to me, so I just free Seismic Tosses and Soft Boiled until it's all done. And then I'm not gonna leave a Blisy on a GYARADOS, so I'm gonna get the hell out of there. Going to the Skarmory, which its nickname, I believe, is like the serial number on my Platinum version. I'm actually going to check right now. Oh no, it's the serial number on my Pearl version. That's what it is. It's, yeah, that's super weird of me. Yeah, APA JNOJ11. That's my Pearl serial number. I had another one. I had a Bronzong that was CPU JNOJ19, and that was my Platinum serial number. I did it because it was like, they were electronics, and like, this is a steel type. Again, thought it was a funny joke. Also, I was 16, so can you make too much fun of me? I don't think so. Anyway, somehow my Skarmory killed this Gyarados. Wasn't paying very much attention. I do remember what happens here is this guy misses a Heat Wave on this Skarmory. Super funny. And the Skarmory gets back to full, and it's just like this war of attrition. He just doesn't have... My team's is all bulky and like has the ability to do some form of damage, and he just can't. He doesn't have any powerful wall breaker. Like, if he had a CB T-Tar, he could have pursued my Rotom, and it would have died. Like, would have destroyed that Rotom. That Rotom basically existed for, I can't remember why it existed, but it's partial. I mean, all the Rotoms back then were partially for Scizor. It had Leaf Storm. I don't know why I would think Rotom Cut was necessary. So anyway, there's just this war of attrition going on with the ZAPDOS here. The ZAPDOS definitely can't kill my Blisy. I don't know if this Blisy has Toxic or not. If it had Toxic, I would have used it by now, I think. So it must be Seismic Toss, Soft Boiled. It's got to have Aromatherapy. I can't imagine what its last move is. If it's not Toxic. It has to be Toxic, right? What else would I run? Anyway, I go into Skarmory against this Heracross. It's not going to take it great, but... yeah, like, again, what is this Heracross? It's probably Scarf. It was mostly Scarf back then. Scarf Heracross is a pretty good revenge killer, but it's not, like, a great Pokemon against all teams, really. So, yeah, okay, he switched out. It was Scarf, clearly. He's going into this thing. I don't think it can hurt my Rotom too bad. Oh yeah, I set up a light screen too, so he's really not going to be able to break through this Rotom at all. Probably just going to spam like Shadow Balls or... I don't even think... Do I have T-Ball? I probably have Pain Split, right? Oh, I do have I have Discharge. Probably Spread Status. It's kind of like the whole thing is set up the Stealth Rock, set up the Spikes. My Skarmory has Spikes, although I haven't used it. Yeah, set up Stealth. And then I also have a Tentacruel on this team with Toxic Spikes. So the idea was really to stack everything. It was like one of my better teams. Like, I didn't really lose a lot with this team, but like this team is genuinely the reason I took my first break from competitive Pokemon was because it was just so boring to play on Wi-Fi with this team. You know, you could play on Pokemon Showdown or, you know, back then it was Shoddy Battle. You could play on that and it was much better, but still, like, the game goes so slow. This was like a 25-minute recording. I sped it up 250%, so... you know, he goes for a last-ditch effort, take me out, my Rotom out, which it might be my first... No, Skarmory died, right? So that's 2 deaths. I think he has just the Zapdos left. I go into my own Zapdos, whose nickname oh no, he has Heracross, I see. Yeah, I don't understand this thing's nickname. Again, if this was a Banded Heracross, I probably... Oh, do I die? Yep. Banded Heracross would have killed me there, baby. And that's the battle. It was just a fun little trip to the past, I guess, so I didn't commentate the match too much because it's just like it was a boring stall match, but it was fun to talk about the time in which this battle occurred and sort of my thought process behind the team and like how it was back then. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on Friday for a stream, probably.